Woody Wommack, Mike Farrell. We're joined by Mid-Atlantic recruiting analyst Adam Friedman. All types of stuff going on. Adam, tell us, you got the number one player in the country in your region, Brian Bresee. You think he's going to hold on to that spot? And tell us what Clemson's getting in that generational talent.
Yeah, I think he's going to hold on to the number one spot. He's just the most sure thing in this recruiting class. He's a big-time talent on the defensive line. 6'5", about 300 pounds. He moves like a defensive end, but he has the strength and the build to be an interior lineman. I think he's going to do a great job at Clemson. They can move him all over the defensive line, and that versatility is going to pay off down the road.
It's Farrell. Friedman, how you doing? All right, hey, Trenton Simpson. So what kind of power move is it for Dabo Swinney to get a kid, a 5-star linebacker on campus who doesn't even have an offer, and then he just offers him and the kid commits after months of speculation that he'd end up at UNC? What went down there?
Yeah, I mean, Trenton really wanted to go to Clemson pretty much from the start of his recruitment. I met him as a freshman at Mallard Creek High School, a powerhouse in Charlotte, and he had the look of a linebacker early on, but he played running back, and he went to Clemson's camp playing on both sides of the ball, really, when he did go over there. He went for multiple years with his parents, and he always wanted this offer. But they kind of didn't really recruit him as hard as he was expecting them to, and a lot of people felt some kind of way about that. They weren't feeling great about how Clemson was recruiting him, or lack thereof. So the early commitment to Auburn really surprised a lot of people, especially the guys over at North Carolina. That coaching staff really thought they were in a good position for him. And then when he did decommit from Auburn, even though North Carolina was still feeling really good about it, his first visit right after he decommitted was to Clemson. Then the Tigers still didn't offer him. So he went over to North Carolina for his visit there, had a great time, and all signs pointed to the Tar Heels signing him when signing day came around here. And it turns out that he took this last-minute official visit to Clemson. He finally got the offer he waited for. It was a pretty emotional scene that he described to me, and they ended up committing right there on the spot. Kind of a surprise how it all went down, because we all thought Clemson was going to land Justin Flo. We'll have to see how that one turns out. But again, Clemson really flexing their muscles here.
Rakim Jarrett, why has he delayed it? Do you think this is a Stefon Diggs thing? Do you think Maryland's going to steal him in the end?
You know what? I don't think Maryland is going to get him, but they do have a great relationship with the St. John's High School there. Mike Loxley's done a phenomenal job recruiting the DMV over the years. But at St. John's College High, they always announce their signings in February. They don't do it during the early signing period. Now, that's not to say he couldn't sign this week, but I don't expect an announcement until February. That's just how they do it there. The LSU commit has been a little wishy-washy on his commitment over the last few months. Alabama has a lot of momentum there. Maryland obviously got him on campus for an official visit. Early on, it was Tennessee that everybody thought was going to get him, but LSU's done a pretty good job holding on to him up to this point, and we'll have to see how things turn out leading up to February.
And what are the things that you're looking for, the tracking over the last few days in your region? What storylines are you watching?
Yeah, I think that we're going to see a flip from Malcolm Green, the LSU commit, the Rivals 250 defensive back from Highland Springs High School, just outside Richmond. He's been committed to LSU for a little while now, but I think he could end up flipping to Clemson. There's a lot of speculation there. Obviously, Clemson has a lot of connections to his high school in former Highland Springs Springer star Kevon Wallace, and they're very close. The two of them talk a lot. And I'm also looking at R.J. Adams. He's supposed to announce his commitment between either Kentucky or NC State. That one's a little bit of a toss-up. We'll be watching that one as well. And then Jalen Berger. There's a lot of speculation that the Rivals 100 back out of northern New Jersey could end up signing in the early period. keeping it quiet and then announcing his decision at the All-American Bowl in San Antonio. But we're looking forward to seeing what his decision turns out to be. Rutgers has a lot of momentum with him. Greg Schiano has a phenomenal relationship with Don Bosco up there where Berger plays. But he also is really interested in Wisconsin. He just took an official visit to UCLA. He would be a great fit in the Pac-12, his style of play there. But we'll have to watch that one and see how things turn out.
All right, Adam, thanks for all that. Ton of information to sort through. Follow Adam on Twitter at Rivals Friedman. He'll keep the information coming, and keep it tuned to Rivals.com for me and Mike talking recruiting all week.